Okay, so in the past 2 years, I've gone from a fat, broke college kid to a super stunning boss of a guy, and it has only happened because of online money making schemes. So different people want to make money for different reasons. हो सकता है तुम्हारी बंदी ने तुम्हें छोड़ दिया हो और तुम सक्सेसफुल होकर उससे बदला लेना चाहते हो, या तुम्हारे बॉस ने शायद तुम्हें निकाल दिया हो, या simply you want to make more money. And I know for a fact that because of this, you have started going online and started binge watching hundreds and thousands of hours of content. But फिर भी तुम्हें एक right business model या एक right additional इनकम बनाने का तरीका अभी तक नहीं मिला होगा. And moreover, a lot of these fake gurus are actually getting rich by selling you these courses. अभी इंटरनेट बस PUBG खेलने के लिए और अब देखने के लिए नहीं है. And so, as the world keeps spinning faster and faster, one thing becomes very clear, that you need to get online and start making an additional online income. And it might not be easy, but as they say, fortune favors the bold. Okay, so basically there are only a couple of genuine ways to make paisa online, and I've ranked them on 4 main criteria. One of these has actually helped me make more than 40-50 lakhs in revenue in just the past 2 years. Okay, so let me tell you the criteria and how the ranking will go. So number 1, time investment, कि आपको कितना time लगाना पड़ेगा every day to do these things. And number 2, money investment, how much money will you have to spend to start up any of these. Number 3, skill investment, आपको क्या क्या चीजें सीखनी पड़ेंगी and at what level do you need to have these skills to actually make a lot of money. And number 4, the earning potential. Okay, so online money making scheme number 5, affiliate marketing. Now I think this is the fastest way to start a business without actually starting a business. Concept simple hai, you go to companies like Amazon, Flipkart, Zerodha or Upstocks, and since every business needs promotion, you actually sign up with them as an affiliate. And every time you start promoting it and somebody signs up or downloads या कोई एक trade punch in करता है, you get a part of the commission and उनकी free में marketing हो जाती है. और ये कोई नया तरीका नहीं है, आपने अपने पड़ोस की आंटी को Amway प्रोडक्ट्स तो बेचते हुए देखा ही होगा. And even that is a form of affiliate marketing only. Just to give you a perspective of how big this field is, Ankur Warikoo made 60 lakhs last year just by affiliate income.
2022 में Jan to December ये अमाउंट हो गया है 60 lakhs 63,496 rupees.
And honestly, he's not even one of the biggest players. I know a guy like this one who makes 800 crores per month just by affiliate income. So this sounds too good to be true, right? कितना simple होगा ये करना? But उसका answer है हाँ और ना. So the most important thing to make affiliate marketing a success is having an online audience. So Ankur Warikoo was able to do this because he has 3 million YouTube subscribers and he easily brings in almost 1 crore views per month. Same way, this other guy who makes 800 crores a month actually has 2 million Instagram followers and उसकी reach and his network is even bigger than that. तो इनके लिए affiliate marketing शुरू करना और जल्दी से results लाना काफी आसान हो जाता है. Okay, but how do you take the benefit of this and start making money online? And there are only 2 ways you can do that. First is by building your own online organic presence or by learning how to run ads. एक तो तुम अपनी online presence बनाना आज से शुरू कर दो, be it on Snake, Moj, Instagram or YouTube. और हर दिन 90 days के लिए at least डालो content and you will start seeing results. And the best thing is that जरूरी नहीं कि तुम अपना चेहरा दिखाओ. You can also start clipping other people's videos and start building a channel and start growing an audience base. अगर तुमने एंड्रू टेट का नाम सुना होगा, so he was last year's most Google person and it was made possible by his affiliates only. एंड्रू टेट के followers ने भी same चीज की. They took his long form content, took out the controversial bits of it and started promoting them as reels and short. Not only that, they also took his Hustlers University, which is his own personal university, online university. They took the affiliate link of that and started putting it in the bios and comment section. Automatically, Andrew Tate's popularity skyrocketed, and not only that, even these people were making almost 10 to 15 lakhs per month just by doing this simple thing. So maybe you can apply the same formula for finance creators where you take the long form videos and आप उसको छोटी-छोटी clips में clip करके you post it on shorts and reels. And what you do is you maybe sign up as an affiliate with Upstocks and उसका जो link है वो आप अपने bio या comment section में डाल दो. What will happen then is that Upstocks almost gives you 750 rupees every time somebody signs up from that affiliate link. Let's assume for 1 minute that आपका per month basis पे 1 से 2 लाख views आने लग जाएं on your short form content, which is very possible. On a yearly basis, that is around 12 to 24 lakh views depending on how much success you get. And assuming that only 1% of those people convert and you're getting 750 rupees every time somebody is converting, you can easily make around 30 to 40 lakhs a year. तो इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि आप अपना चेहरा भी नहीं दिखा रहे हो, but at the same time you're earning more than doctors and engineers. You will have to work hard and smart on how to edit it and how to promote it. But once you crack it, the possibilities are endless. Okay, so now let's come to the ranking of affiliate marketing. So as a time investment, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Why? Because organically grow करने में हो सकता है थोड़ा time लगे, but once you do, it's just going to take off. And if you learn ads, it's going to just skyrocket the whole process. As a money investment, you don't need to necessarily pay money to get signed up on any affiliate program. And if you're going to do it organically, you have zero startup costs. As a skill investment, again, you might need some sort of, advertising, video editing skills, but still it's a solid 7 out of 10. And earning potential, a 10 out of 10 because there are people literally earning hundreds of crores per month. And इस channel पे हम छोटी बात करते ही नहीं है. So overall, a solid 7.75 out of 10. So online money making scheme number 4, e-commerce or drop shipping stores. Okay, so these money making schemes are actually crazy. मैंने पिछले 2 साल में ऐसे ही founders को help करके I've generated more than 40 crores for them in revenue. And that just shows how big this whole e-commerce space is. After COVID-19, the whole scenario has changed. A lot of people have tried their hand at this particular business model. Because of websites and platforms like Shopify, आप literally बिना पैसे के एक e-commerce store खड़ा कर सकते हो. And not only that, you can use Chinese websites such as AliExpress या Alibaba to source these products. Not only that, you can also link them directly to the Shopify store. उस पे अपनी branding छाप दो और products बेचना शुरू कर दो. And all of this within 24 hours. And now because of shows like Shark Tank, वैसे भी बहुत सारे लोग अपने ई-कॉमर्स स्टोर का सपना देखने लग चुके हैं. तुमने अमन गुप्ता का नाम तो सुना ही होगा, who is the founder of Boat, and he also started in the same way. जो मैंने तुम्हें टेक्निक 2 मिनट पहले बताई, he applied the exact same thing and he started selling electronics in India, and now he's a billionaire. But this is not as easy as just finding a product and building a website and sales अपने आप आनी शुरू हो जाएंगी. Okay, so it is important to understand that 90% of businesses fail, and to make it a success, you need solid business fundamentals. But how do you make sure that your particular store doesn't fail? आप ऐसा क्या कर सकते हो कि अगर आप शार्क टैंक में जाके शार्क्स को अपना आइडिया पिच करोगे तो आपको एक स्टैंडिंग ओवेशन और सलाम ठोक देंगे. Okay, to make your online store a success, I've written down a couple of rules. So rule number 1, margins. आपका प्रोडक्ट एंड फुलफिलमेंट कॉस्ट शुड बी एटलीस्ट 4 टाइम द कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स. अगर आप एक प्रोडक्ट सोर्स करने में और मैन्युफैक्चर करने में और फुलफिल करने में 200 रुपए लगा रहे हो तो आपका लिस्टेड प्राइस ऑन द वेबसाइट शुड बी एटलीस्ट 800 रुपीज. रूल नंबर 2, स्टार्ट विद प्रोडक्ट्स और एन इंडस्ट्री विच यू अंडरस्टैंड रियली रियली वेल. अगर आपको पता है आपकी मम्मी या आपके आसपास के आंटियों को कौन से टाइप की ज्वेलरी पसंद है and you think you can do a good job in selling and promoting these jewelry to them, then you should probably start a jewelry store. Rule number 3, and the most important rule, your product should be unique but your niche should be well known. Because say you do an invention जिसके बारे में लोगों को पता ही नहीं है, for example Bitcoin 10 years ago, तो आपका product कोई खरीदेगा ही नहीं. Going back to the jewelry idea, maybe you can start personalized jewelry, or you can give an option to the people to customize their jewelry however they like it, and you just take care of the fulfillment of it. Okay, so coming to the ranking of e-commerce or drop shipping, as a time investment, I will give it a 5 out of 10 because you need to learn how to choose products, marketing, advertising, building up a store, so on and so forth. As a money investment, again a 5 because आपको product selection में, website development में, इन सब में काफी पैसे spend करने पड़ सकते हैं. For skill investment, again I will give it a 5 because you need to learn how to do advertising, marketing, product selection, website development, and a whole bunch of other things. On earning potential, I would probably give it a 100 out of 10 because literally Shark Tank पे जो भी सारे founders हैं, they're all in e-commerce businesses. Because even at the moment, the richest person in the world, Bernard Arnault, is the founder of LV and other luxury brands, and he's also into the e-commerce space. But for the sake of the list, I will give it a 10 out of 10. So overall, a 6.25 out of 10. But as I said, if you crack it, the earning potential is huge. Online money making scheme number 3. Teaching, consulting, or info products. See, the potential for this field is huge. Even if you start out from your own locality to a couple of neighborhood localities to maybe a couple of branches across the city. Yeah, आप बस उसको online कर दो, the earning potential can be incredible. There are also a lot of online tutoring platforms like Chegg, TutorMe, Cambly, so on and so forth. And I think if you don't want to go under the academic stress of students and their parents, it's better to rather teach a skill like singing, dancing, guitar, or even yoga for that matter. Basically, whatever you love doing. But आपका सवाल होगा कि how do I get clients for my teaching, coaching, consulting business? And I've written down a couple of them for you right now. So one of them is newspaper pamphlets. You can't even imagine how many people still read the newspapers. Apart from that, you can also leverage WhatsApp groups, Instagram, Facebook, so on and so forth. And just by doing these simple things, you can still get ample of leads every single day. I would argue that this is still a very untapped market where parents are willing to do anything to, keep their children occupied. They want to be learning new skills or new hobbies every single day, and you can fulfill it. Okay, so now for the ranking of this teaching, consulting, info product business. As a time investment, I'll give it a 7 out of 10 because you're doing something which you already love doing or you're already an expert at. As a money investment, since it's more like, teaching what you already know, there are going to be no cost for upskilling yourself. As a skill investment, as I said, you're just doing what you love, so a 8 out of 10. And earning potential, again, a 10 out of 10. That puts it on a high of 8.25 out of 10, which is probably the highest till now. Online money making scheme number 2, Discord moderator. So this one is very interesting because you can get started with almost no skills and no startup cost. Last year, 2 industries really took off: the NFT crypto market and the gaming industry. And both of these are expected to double or triple in the coming few years. After a bad year in crypto, it seems to be improving. तुम्हारे इंटरनेट के ताऊजी अंकुर वारिकू ने भी 36 lakhs डालने हैं क्रिप्टो मार्केट में, और तुम्हारे इंटरनेट के चाचा जी कैरी मिनाटी, उन्होंने तो गेमिंग का एक बिग बॉस ही बना दिया है. तुम्हारा ये फायदा है कि both these industries work on communities, and these communities, they are hosted on platforms like Discord. But since Discord में भी तो हजारों लाखों लोग हैं, तो उनको भी मैनेज करने के लिए कोई चाहिए, उनके विंस को हाईलाइट करने के लिए कोई चाहिए, उनके क्वेश्चंस एंड क्वेरीज को आंसर करने के लिए कोई चाहिए, and that is where you might come in. Okay, so for the ranking of a Discord community manager, as a time investment, I will give it a 7 out of 10 because it really doesn't take a lot of time once you know what you're doing in these communities. As a money investment, a 9 out of 10 because you're doing what you already know about the platform and there's no monetary cost of getting signed up for Discord. As a skill investment, again a 9 out of 10 because you're not learning any other skills. You just have to know how to handle people. And as an earning potential, a 10 out of 10. So maybe individually, as we discussed, not a lot of potential, but if you start up an agency, it's a 10 out of 10 business model. So a solid 8.75 out of 10. Okay, so before we move ahead, let's take a look at the leaderboards for a second. So at number 4, we have the e-commerce store. At number 3, we have affiliate marketing. At number 2, we have teaching, consulting, info product. And at number 1, we have Discord moderator. So it's a pretty interesting list. And now let's take a look at the last and the final one, which is a very overhyped and probably the most popular online money making scheme. Okay, so now finally, online money making scheme number 1, freelancing or service as a business. Okay, so if you know any of these people which will come on the screen right now, you're probably a freelancer. तुम्हारी profile में copywriter या content writer लिखा हुआ होगा and you still would be struggling to make money online. And the reason for that is that freelancers की उतनी requirement ही नहीं है, and especially with ChatGPT and AI coming in, you have already lost your job. You're literally just doing an online job. But you can become a top-notch freelancer if you do this one single thing. But before that, let's talk about ChatGPT and AI in general. It is true that AI is here, but it will only take away your job if you're shit at it. Let me repeat that. AI will only take your job if you're shit at it and if you are a specialist in a field which is just a couple of ChatGPT prompts away. But like it has happened for hundreds of years, the only way to make a lot of money is by deep thinking. And now you can do deep thinking with AI, which is basically thinking on steroids. And this is exactly the thing which is lacking in most of the people today, the power of deep thinking. So in the past, you had to go to libraries and skim through hundreds and thousands of pages before you found relevant information. But now the internet and ChatGPT have changed this completely. But this also means that you can do thinking which is deeper than you have ever thought. So instead of writing advertisement copies or blog articles for your neighborhood bored housewife, you should rather see how you can build an app which can solve world hunger, or what equipment is needed to build a flying motorcycle, so on and so forth. This is the time to outthink and outsmart all other competitors and not be just an average freelancer. Okay, but coming back to the point, I have personally made 40-50 lakhs in revenue by selling services to people. The more complex, time-consuming and high ROI the problem is, the more money you can charge. The best thing is, to initially get started, you just need to know more than the other person to make this business model a success. So if you're good at relationships, you have a lot of girlfriends, become a relationship coach. If you're good at marketing, become a marketing consultant. If you're good at washing cars, just go ahead and start washing cars in your neighborhood. You can build a successful business out of anything. But again, the bigger the problem you solve, the more money can you charge. So for example, you go to an e-commerce store like the ones who come on Shark Tank and say they give you 100 rupees and you give them 500 rupees back by the power of marketing or advertising or any other skill for that matter. In a scenario like this, you can literally charge anything you want. Why? Because you're literally giving them a 500% ROI. And this online money making scheme is so unique because you make more money money as the months and years go by, and your experience and your case studies start piling up. Upwork, Fiverr, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, all of these platforms you can use to find your next client, because it will have an exponential effect after 1-2 years in this field. Okay, so coming to the ranking of selling a service as a business, for time investment, I will give it a 7 out of 10 because you will have that cost of fulfillment. As a money investment, I will give it a 9 out of 10 because again, there's no startup cost involved. You can literally go out there and start selling your knowledge as a service. As a skill investment, 7 out of 10. So if you really want to take it a notch higher, you will have to upskill yourself. As an earning potential, a 10 out of 10. The world's biggest companies mostly are a service-based company, and that's the reason why it has a 10 out of 10 earning potential. So overall, a rank of 8.25 out of 10.